right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed kind of walking down memory lane with me at Kent State University here in Kent, Ohio. I spent about 6 years of my life actually here. I'm getting both my undergrad and my graduate degree. It was basically like the best kind of 6 years of my life. It was the point where I grew up, learned about myself, figured out what I was going to do for the rest of my life. Sitting in a crappy college apartment, I started kind of getting introduced or having an interest in consumer packaged goods. But let's head over to the business school and I'll talk a little bit more about my reasoning of why I say this is kind of the best 6 years of my life. So behind me is the College of Business here at Kent State University. This is where I spent 6 years of my life. My undergrad is in accounting, and then I have an MBA also from Kent State University. And to be honest, when I first kind of started Kent State, I was a little bit ahead of a lot of people because I understood what I wanted to do, or at least what I thought I wanted to do when I was 18 years old. My dad owned a business, and I was lucky enough to be involved with his business from kind of the back end. I got to see some of the bookkeeping and just kind of some of the stuff that was behind the scenes of his business. That kind of drew me to accounting. That is why I pursued accounting in the first place. I later kind of found out that accounting was extremely important to entrepreneurship and just being able to kind of, having the brain to be able to follow the money is extremely important in any type of business that you decide to do. What was kind of great about Kent State was it's a state university, it's got a lot of people in it. You kind of were able to figure it out yourself and kind of learn to do things the way that was going to work best for you. That was much different than the environment that I got in high school, where you kind of had to do things the way they wanted you to do things. And I honestly kind of struggled in high school because I just was bored. I didn't really understand why I needed to kind of learn the way they taught me, and just I kind of struggled overall, and I just didn't see the value in high school. Now, when I got to college, nobody really paid attention. They kind of were like, hey, figure it out, kid. You know, either you're going to make it or you're not going to make it. And I know how that might seem negative to a lot of people, but to me, it was perfect because I was able to kind of get in here and do exactly what I needed to do and really figure out how my brain worked, what I loved, what kind of people I needed to be around to be successful, what environments worked best for me. I just was able to kind of think, kind of tinker and figure things out for myself. The other great thing about this was that I was able to kind of like get involved with some different people that were, quite honestly, a lot more elevated in their thinking than I was at 18, 19, 20 years old. I was lucky enough to get some extremely good grades, and I was did very well in class, and I was lucky enough to get a top tier internship at Deloitte. I spent 5 months at Deloitte's office in downtown Cleveland, learning international tax and international kind of tax strategy. So that kind of, what I believe, that kind of experience, those 5 months, really changed kind of everything for me. That was my eye-opening experience to like how hard I need to work in this world to get what I kind of want to achieve, what my aspiration level was in this world. I saw, some high achieving people at that internship, and the only way I was ever going to get to their level, I saw, was I needed to work hard, and I needed to work smart, and I needed to work hard. So when I got back from that internship, I changed a lot of just who I was, and I really figured out what it took to be successful in this world and how hard I needed to work at that. Throughout kind of the next couple of years, through the better part or the last part of undergrad and into graduate school, I had several different jobs. I had several different internships. I had an internship at the medical university that you guys saw in their kind of budget and internal audit department. I had an internship here at Kent State University in their accounting department. I worked on a variety of different types of accounting there. And I also worked at the office of the architecture office here in Kent State University, working on construction, accounting, and just kind of large planning of resources, budgets, accounting, those types of things. So that's also kind of why I really enjoy buildings, skylines, architecture, a lot of things like that. If you guys do follow me, like personally, you guys know I post a lot of pictures about, on my Instagram and everything about those types of things. So all in all, I mean, Kent State honestly was the reason I am who I am today is this place. They really got everything out of me that I needed to get out. But, it's hard to kind of put in words sometimes, like how much a place means to you. But, I wanted to kind of share with you guys a little bit of me, a little bit of my history, and kind of what I believe kind of made me who I am. So we'll actually finish this up at probably one of the most beautiful buildings here at Kent State University, a new building that they built actually on the land of a place that I lived in college for a little bit. There was an old house that I had with a couple buddies. They actually blew down a bunch of streets and built this beautiful new building. So I like to think that a little bit of me is kind of a part of this beautiful building. But we'll end this video here. I want to thank you guys for watching this. If you guys have watched this long, make sure you guys are giving this a thumbs up. It helps me out a ton. And if you guys have not done it so far, hit the subscribe button. I just hit 100. Let's try to get this thing to the quickest thing we can do to get maybe to 1,000. So if you guys do enjoy some of this content, make sure you guys are sharing it with a friend, share it with a colleague, anything to help me out a little bit. But just want to thank you guys for taking a little bit of time out of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.